Hello YouTube and welcome to Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works. Today is Thursday, March 5th, 2015. My name is Jennifer and I am your Thursday blogger. You guys, this week's topic, we are talking about needing to hit the restart button if you fall off track. And so I want to start by discussing my triggers. What actually triggers me to fall off track and needing to refocus. Stress. Stress is the biggest trigger for me to just be, I hate to use this term, but non-compliant. I don't know if it's self-sabotaging, like I just get upset and just don't care anymore to where I stop weighing my food and I stop measuring my food. When on a normal day, that's a normal part of my process, part of my journey is I normally weigh and measure and journal. Journaling's sporadic for me, let's be honest. But yeah, I am an emotional eater, and when I'm stressed, I want to put something in my mouth, especially at work. Work is a big stressor. And I have an enabler that I work with that, not just a little bit of an enabler. No. He will actually put a full freaking thing of Oreos on my desk. Not just a candy bar, but a king-size candy bar. Yeah. I have put these things into the communal food cube, and I'm hoping that he gets the hint by now, because I don't need that stuff. If it's on my desk in my cubicle, I want it. I want it more. I mean, that is another trigger too, is just the stress of having these foods around that pleasingly looks good to the eye, and I can't have that stuff around me. It's still too hard for me to resist that kind of temptation. So that's another trigger for me, is having the food around. Even in the grocery store, I still find it hard to try to walk past foods that I am really wanting. The mental want is always going to be there. I hope that you guys that are new in your journeys understand that even after you lose all your weight, and you've maintained for a few years, you're still mentally going to want the same stuff that you've always wanted, and that struggle's real. It's an emotional struggle because, now you're asking yourself, can you have it? Should you have it? It's not can you. We can have a few things in moderation, and yeah, when you're in maintenance, it's okay to have it, but to mentally think about it all the time, that's unhealthy. That's where it gets not okay. That's where you have to find your balance and figure out what's going on. So the stress is what triggers me to fall off track. My life has been stressful for, gosh, I want to say since I had my surgery. Life's always stressful, but the night before I had surgery, I had to cut the toxic people out of my life. Unfortunately, it needed to happen, and those people were my parents, and it's sad for them. They haven't been able to see me since I was 300 pounds so it's their loss, but that part makes me sad. That's been a stressor. And then just recently I've had some diagnosis go on, and some testing, and I've been diagnosed with a few things that I'm possibly will have to have surgery on in the future, and I'm just not ready. It's nothing weight loss surgery related. I don't want to discuss on the Proof channel. Maybe I'll make a video on my personal channel, but that triggered me this past month to just stop caring, stop journaling, stop weighing. I took the month off. And, you know, honestly, you find yourself into a place where you're just not happy. And I think that's what I decided to do, is just to bring my tools out again. And what I mean by tools is get back into journaling, reaching out to the weight loss surgery community for help, and just support. Support is a huge part of this journey, and something that you need to be comfortable with reaching out and asking for. It's okay. We're all there to support each other. I really, truly, and wholeheartedly believe this community is like family. We are all surgically altered family. It's the way it is. Getting back into exercise, getting those endorphins going, and I'm very lucky that I'm living in the land where we are nowhere near having any snow. It's actually sunny outside. We're expecting 70 degrees on Sunday, and I've been outside running. I've been hill training and running upstairs and getting ready for my next half marathon coming up next weekend. So that right there is big motivation. It's motivation to drop a few pounds before the half, because frankly, it's easier to run the lighter you are. I'm hoping to get my time down. Right now I'm running about a little more than an 11-minute mile, and my goal ultimately is to run a 9-minute mile. If I get less than that, that's cherry on top. That'd be fantastic, but I would like to see a 9-minute mile. I'm 5'2". I'm short, so I don't have as long of a stride as a lot of runners that I see out there. But I can't use that as an excuse, right? I can still run and I can still pick up my pace. So these are part of my tools that I break out to refocus. I just go back to the basics. What did we learn in the beginning? Protein first, water, vitamins. You know, I don't do extreme diets. I don't do these fad programs anymore, because I had weight loss surgery. That's my way of life now, is living a healthy, clean, eating, active lifestyle. I'm not going to buy into these programs anymore. Did I do the 5-day pouch test? Yeah, I've done it a few times, and honestly, it helped me to break the carb cycle. That's why I did it. I may even do it again in the future. Who knows? I'm not going to limit myself, but to get myself refocused, I just go back to basics. Journaling is huge, you guys. Journaling is eye-opening. Even if you don't go back to weighing and measuring your food, journal what you're putting in your hole and realize what you're doing to yourself, how many calories you're taking in, how much protein you're taking in, or how little protein you're taking in, what's your ratio of carbohydrates compared to your protein, and how do you switch that around? I think that's the best way to start. That's what helps me each and every time. That and focusing on my water. I tell you what, I feel so much better when I get at least 96 ounces of water in a day. That's when I see changes happen on the scale again too. Almost 3 years post-op, guys, and I am still able to lose weight. It's harder, but it can still come off. So yeah, that's the way I see this topic this week, you guys. I hope that you found this helpful, and yeah, stay tuned for another episode tomorrow, and come back and see me next Thursday. Have a great rest of your week, guys. Bye.